Deep space was silent. On the far edge of the galaxy, a small alien colony named Kirin 5 was dying. Their water was almost gone. Their food farms were dry. Their power systems were weak and close to failure. For 3 long months they sent distress signals into the galaxy. They sent messages to the great empires. The Valerian Empire, proud and powerful. The Draxun Dominion, cruel and cold. The Shalirai Collective, famous for their knowledge. But no one answered. Not a single ship came. Not a single message returned. The children of Kirin 5 cried every night. The adults tried to stay strong, but fear was growing. Their leaders whispered, "Maybe the galaxy wants us gone." Every day the sky grew darker. The colony's last sun was fading. It was entering its final, dying stage. Without light, their crops would never grow again. The people gathered in their meeting hall, a round, cracked building made of old metal. Their leader, Eriska, stood at the center. Her voice trembled. "We have sent our last signal. If no one answers today, we must prepare for the end." Silence filled the hall. A small child, barely 8 years old, raised his hand. "Will the humans come?" he asked quietly. The adults looked at each other. Humans? Everyone knew humans were small, young, and not powerful. Their ships were simple. Their technology was not advanced. Alien empires often laughed at them. "No," an elder whispered. "Humans cannot save us. They are too far, too weak." But the child did not agree. "My teacher told me humans help everyone. She said humans never leave anyone behind." His mother pulled him close. Her voice was soft and broken. "Humans might want to help, but they cannot reach us." The hall fell back into sadness. Outside, dark clouds covered the sky. A bitter cold wind passed through the broken streets. The colony's main power tower flickered, then went dark for 3 seconds. Everyone gasped. That was the sign. Their world did not have much time. Far above the colony, in orbit, the last automated satellite powered down. Its lights blinked twice, and then shut off forever. The colony was now completely alone. Eriska walked outside and looked at the empty sky. She whispered, "Please, someone, anyone, hear us." Seconds passed. Minutes passed. Nothing. The sky remained empty. Until a small dot of light appeared. At first no one noticed. It looked like a fading star. Then it grew brighter. And brighter. And brighter. A guard on the tower shouted, "Ship. A ship is entering orbit." People rushed outside. They looked up with hope and fear mixed together. The light grew larger until a clear shape appeared. Sleek metal, glowing engines, and a soft blue trail. A voice came through their emergency speakers. "This is Human Relief Vessel, Hopebringer, 12. We received your distress signal. Hold on, help is coming." For a moment, no one moved. No one breathed. Humans? The species the galaxy joked about? The species called slow, simple, weak? They came? They came when the great empires did not? Children cheered. Adults covered their mouths in shock. Eriska fell to her knees as tears filled her eyes. The human ship descended slowly, warm lights guiding the way. The human spoke again. "We will not leave you. You are not alone anymore." As the ship landed, the first human stepped out wearing a white rescue suit. He lifted his hand in a friendly gesture. "My name is Captain Reed. We heard your cry for help. We came as fast as we could." The aliens stared at him with wide eyes. Their leader whispered, "But why? Why would humans come for us, when all others abandoned us?" Captain Reed smiled gently. "Because that is what family does." The wind stopped. The world felt warm for the first time in months. And that was the moment the galaxy would never forget. The moment humans arrived where no one else dared to go. The abandoned had been found. The humans worked fast. As soon as Captain Reed and his team stepped onto Kirin 5, they began scanning the colony's broken systems. The alien citizens watched with wide, unsure eyes. For many of them, this was the first time they had ever seen a human in real life. Humans looked small compared to most alien species. Their bodies were softer. Their bones seemed thinner. Their technology looked simple and old. But there was something powerful in their movements. Something confident, steady, and calm. Captain Reed lifted his scanner toward the dying sun above. "It's losing energy faster than we expected," he said to his crew. "We need to stabilize their power grid first. Then water. Then food." The aliens listened in silence. Finally, Eriska, the colony leader, stepped forward. "Human captain," she said softly, "why did your people come so far for us? We are not important. We are not powerful." Reed looked at her with honest eyes. You sent a call for help, he said. And humans answer calls for help. Always. The simple truth shocked every alien in hearing distance. The great empires ignored them. But humans came. White medium star humans begin the work. The humans split into 3 teams. Team 1, power grid. 2 engineers ran toward the old metal tower in the center of the colony. The aliens warned them. That tower is unstable. It might collapse. The human engineer laughed lightly. If it collapses, we'll just build you a new one. He climbed the tower without fear. His hands moved quickly, repairing broken wires, installing a temporary human generator, and stabilizing the circuits. Within minutes, the colony's lights turned on. Soft, warm, glowing. For the first time in months, children cried with joy. Team 2 water system. A female human technician named Maya opened the old water filters. They were full of dust, rust, and dark sludge. It's okay, she said gently. We'll fix everything. The aliens were confused. Why are you being so kind to us? Maya smiled. Because kindness travels farther than any starship. She connected a portable human purifier, a box no bigger than a suitcase, to their water system. When she activated it, the machine hummed softly. A moment later, clean, clear water flowed through the pipes. Aliens gasped. This water was cleaner than anything they had ever tasted. Children rushed to drink. Adults filled containers with shaking hands. Some fell to their knees, overwhelmed. Team 3, food and emergency aid. The third group opened crates from the human ship. Inside were emergency ration packs, nutrient bars, fresh vegetables from hydroponic farms, blankets, eaters, medical kits, and even small toys for children. The aliens stared at the toys. One child asked, "What are these?" The human medic laughed. "They're for you." Humans believe children should never feel afraid. A little girl held a soft, colorful toy star. Her eyes sparkled for the first time since the crisis began. White medium star, the first shared meal. That night, humans and aliens sat together around a large heater the humans had placed in the village square. The warm glow touched every face. Captain Reed passed out simple human food, warm soup with soft bread. Most aliens had never eaten human food before. They looked nervous. Captain Reed said, "If you don't want to eat it, that's okay. But it's safe. And it's good." A brave alien boy took the first bite. His eyes widened. This tastes like warmth," he said. Laughter spread across the group. Soon everyone was eating. For the first time in months, the colony felt alive again. White medium star, a dark secret revealed. After the meal, Eriska spoke quietly. "Captain, we are grateful. But there is something you must know." Reed listened carefully. "Our scanners found movement in the dark forest," she whispered. "Creatures from the void zone. They attack us every week. They come closer every night." Reed's eyes narrowed. "How many attacks?" 6 in the last month." "How many casualties?" "Too many." Reed looked at his crew. They nodded. "Then we protect you," Reed said. "Show us where the creatures come from." Eriska hesitated. Other empires refused to fight them. They said the creatures were too dangerous. Reed smiled, but not softly this time. "We are humans," he said. "We don't leave family behind, and we don't run from monsters." The aliens felt a strange warmth in their chests. For the first time since the crisis began, they felt safe. White medium star, night falls, and the forest moves. As darkness spread across Kirin 5, strange sounds echoed from the forest. Low growls, scratching, heavy breathing. The ground trembled. Alien citizens hid behind their doors. But the humans? They stood in a line at the colony's edge, armor glowing softly, weapons ready. Captain Reed spoke calmly. "No matter what comes out of that forest, no matter how many, we hold this line." His team answered in one voice. "For them." The forest rustled. Branches snapped. Yellow eyes appeared in the shadows. Captain Reed took a deep breath. "Here they come." And the first creature stepped into the light. The forest trembled with every step of the creatures. Low, wet growls filled the air. Branches snapped under heavy claws. Yellow, glowing eyes shone in the darkness. The aliens were terrified. Many ran back to their homes, hiding behind cracked walls. Some children clung to their parents, crying. But the humans stood firm. Captain Reed raised his hand. His team's weapons hummed softly, emitting a blue glow. "Stay behind us," he ordered. "We fight for them, the abandoned. Their world is our world now." The first creature emerged fully from the shadows. It was massive, taller than the tallest alien. Its skin was dark and rough like cracked stone. Its claws were sharp enough to tear metal. It growled, a deep, echoing sound that made the ground shake. One of the aliens gasped. They will destroy us. Reed's eyes were calm. Not today. White medium-star humans strike first. The humans moved with speed that surprised everyone. They fired their energy weapons in a precise, controlled burst. The creature roared, stunned by the unexpected force. It tried to swipe at the humans, fast, deadly movements, but Reed's team avoided every strike. The human strategy was simple. Slow the creatures. Protect the aliens. End the threat without hesitation. A human engineer, Lila, threw a small device into the creature's path. It exploded in a flash of light, blinding it temporarily. The aliens watched in awe. These humans were not strong like them physically. They were not huge like the monsters. Yet, their courage and intelligence gave them power greater than brute strength. One by one the creatures fell. Some fled back into the forest. Some were contained by traps humans had set before the fight. White medium-star aliens start to hope. Eriska stepped out from hiding. She could not believe her eyes. The humans moved carefully among the creatures, protecting the alien citizens. Children peeked from behind walls, seeing humans act like heroes in stories they had only heard about. One small alien boy whispered to his sister, "Do you see? They are not like the other empires. They came for us. They fight for us." The little girl nodded, her eyes wide with wonder. The fear that had ruled their colony for months slowly faded. Reed approached Eriska after the last creature was trapped. "You must understand," he said. "Your fight is our fight now. We don't abandon family." Eriska felt tears in her eyes. Her people had been left alone by the galaxy. By the Valerian Empire, the Draxun and the Shalarai, all had passed by. But humans had come. And they had risked their lives for strangers. White medium-star, a new bond forms. The humans helped repair damaged houses and buildings after the battle. They worked through the night, lifting debris and fixing walls. The aliens began helping too. They watched the humans work, patient, calm, careful, and learned from them. At dawn, Kirin 5 looked different. It was still a small, fragile colony. But it was alive. The streets were filled with light and hope. Captain Reed gathered everyone in the village square. "I know your world feels small and weak. But strength is not measured by size or weapons alone. It is measured by courage, kindness, and loyalty. Today you saw humans fight not for glory, but for family. And now we are yours." The aliens cheered. It was the first time in months their voices were filled with hope instead of fear. Eriska approached Reed. "You saved us," she said softly. "You came when no one else would." Why did you care?" Reed smiled. "Because abandoned beings deserve family. Because no one should face the dark alone." The humans had shown them something more powerful than technology or armies. They had shown them hope. The kind of hope that could not be destroyed by monsters or empires. White medium-star, a whisper of danger. As the humans celebrated with the aliens, a distant shadow moved across the sky. A massive shape, far larger than any creature they had faced, drifted silently in orbit. Its surface shimmered with unknown energy. It was watching Kirin 5. Reed noticed it first. He frowned. "Everyone, stay calm," he said. But deep inside he knew, this was only the beginning. The galaxy had abandoned Kirin 5 once. But the humans had found them. And now something bigger, far more dangerous, had noticed them too. The aliens, exhausted but hopeful, looked at the humans. If anyone could protect them, it was these small, strange creatures called humans. And Reed silently promised, "We will not let anything take them from us." Kirin 5 was alive again. The streets glowed with soft lights from repaired buildings. Children laughed and families ate together. For the first time in months, hope filled the colony. But beyond the atmosphere, in deep space, shadows were stirring. White medium-star alien empires take notice. Sensors aboard the human ship, Hopebringer 12, picked up multiple energy signatures approaching the system. Captain Reed frowned. "Aliens," he said softly to his crew, "we have company." Outside, the sky shimmered as 3 massive fleets appeared on the edge of Kirin 5's system. The Valerian Empire, elegant but deadly. The Draxun Dominion, cruel and heavily armed. The Shalarai Collective, mysterious and calculating. They were all watching. All waiting. Their message was clear. "Humans? Weak. Insignificant. This colony is ours to claim." The aliens of Kirin 5 panicked. For months they had feared humans were too small, too slow, too weak. Now those fears returned, and multiplied. Eriska turned to Captain Reed. They will take us. They are too powerful. Reed looked at her calmly. Then they will learn one thing, he said. Humans fight for family. White medium star preparing the colony. Reed immediately began organizing defenses. Alien citizens were instructed to hide in shelters. Humans set up energy shields around the colony. Weapons were distributed carefully, mostly energy blasters, traps, and drones. A young alien, curious and brave, asked, "Captain, do you really think humans can stop all of them?" Reed looked at the approaching fleets. They were massive, far bigger than his ship. But he smiled. "We are not alone," he said. "Humans never fight alone." Even the aliens could feel it, a strange, unshakable confidence in these small beings. White medium star, the first strike. The first Valerian ship moved forward. Its energy cannons glowed red, ready to fire. Reed's team held their ground. He ordered a small drone squad to intercept missiles. The drones darted through space with speed no alien expected. They destroyed incoming projectiles before they reached Kirin 5. The alien empire stared, confused. These humans, small yet fearless, clever. On the colony surface, humans activated energy turrets. The cannons fired with precision, striking enemy ships' weak points. "Impressive," whispered Eriska. "Your people, they are not what we thought." Reed nodded. "They are more. They always are." White medium star humans protect the alien colony. As the fleets moved closer, the humans and aliens worked together seamlessly. Humans repaired broken buildings, creating strongholds. Alien engineers helped carry heavy machinery and supplies. Children hid safely while adults assisted the humans. Even small aliens picked up weapons and learned quickly from humans. They discovered courage they never knew existed. For the first time, the aliens felt like a real family, united and strong. White medium star, a test of courage. A massive Draxun ship fired at the colony. Energy beams hit the ground, creating craters and sparks. Reed's ship moved in front of the colony. He aimed at the ship's weak engines. With one precise shot, he disabled it. The aliens gasped. They actually hit it." Reed's team cheered. "Humans fight for those who cannot fight," he said. "And we protect family no matter the cost." The aliens began to believe in the humans, and in themselves. Hope was no longer just a dream. It was real. White medium star, a moment of connection. After the first battle, the colony gathered in the square. Reed spoke to the aliens. "You called for help. The galaxy abandoned you. But humans never leave their family behind. Today you saw why. We fight not for glory, not for power, but for those we love." Eriska's voice trembled as she replied. "Humans, you are our family now. The galaxy may have left us, but you found us." The humans smiled. The children ran to them, hugging their legs. Aliens, old and young, touched their hands, unsure but thankful. White medium star, the fleet retreats, for now. The alien empires paused. Their massive fleets hovered, studying the humans. "These small beings, they are dangerous," the Valerian commander whispered. "They fight differently, strategically, and without fear. Strange creatures." The Draxun captain growled. "They protect the weak? Impossible. But they do it well." The Shalarai observed silently, recording everything. After a tense moment, the fleets retreated, not defeated but cautious. They would return. They always returned. But for now, Kirin 5 survived. White medium star, hope burns brighter. That night, the colony celebrated quietly. The fires glowed warmly. The children laughed. The adults smiled. And the humans stood among them, silently proud. Eriska looked at Captain Reed. "You have given us something no one else could. Hope, courage, and family." Reed nodded. "And together we will face the galaxy. Because family is never abandoned." The stars above Kirin 5 seemed brighter that night. Somewhere far away, alien empires watched. They would remember, humans fight for family, and nothing in the galaxy is stronger than that. Kirin 5 was quiet for the first time in weeks. The colony had survived the first wave of attacks. But deep in space, the galaxy was stirring again. White medium star alien empires plot revenge. Far beyond the edge of the system, the commanders of the Valerian Empire, the Draxun Dominion, and the Shalarai Collective gathered in a massive war room aboard the Valerian flagship. The room hummed with energy. Holographic maps of Kirin 5 and the surrounding space floated in midair. The Valerian commander spoke first. "These humans, small, primitive, and yet they protect the colony. It is unacceptable." The Draxun captain growled. "They fight with intelligence and courage. They do not fear us. They protect these aliens as if they were their own. The Sci-Fi leader said quietly. They are dangerous because they are unpredictable. Weakness is not their way. They fight for family, a concept we rarely see. The three empires nodded. One thing was clear, Kirin 5 would not fall easily. But together their fleets could crush the humans in the colony if they attacked carefully. White medium-star humans prepare the aliens. Meanwhile, on Kirin 5, Captain Reed knew more attacks were coming. He called a meeting of humans and aliens. This colony is our family, he told them. We will protect it together. The galaxy has left you once, but not now. We will fight. We will train. We will win. The aliens looked uncertain. Most had never used weapons. Most had never faced danger like this. But humans were patient teachers. They trained the aliens in small squads. Energy shields, how to activate and defend key areas. Blasters, aim, fire, reload, and conserve energy. Tactics, how to protect civilians, ambush attackers, and move as a team. Children were taught basic safety skills. Elders were trained to operate support systems. Everyone had a role. Slowly, the colony became a small army, strong not in numbers but in unity and courage. White medium-star strength through unity. Days passed. Humans and aliens shared meals, repaired homes, and set traps around the colony. Eriska looked around and realized something she had never believed possible. These humans, they have made us strong. A young alien boy ran to her, holding a makeshift shield. Teacher, I can protect others now. She smiled, tears forming in her eyes. They are small, yet they teach us courage. I never thought we could fight like this. Captain Reed overheard her words and nodded silently. This was what humans did best. They made others believe in themselves. White medium-star scouts bring warning. One night, scouts from the colony returned with urgent news. 3 fleets, they said. Massive ships. Hundreds of weapons ready. They moved toward us. Reed studied the readings. They are serious. This is no small attack. We are outnumbered but not outsmarted. He called a strategy meeting. Listen carefully. We will not hide. We will fight smart. We will protect Kirin 5, and no one will abandon their family. Aliens listened, inspired by Reed's calm. For the first time they felt hope mixed with strength, not fear. White medium star the first night before battle. That night, humans and aliens gathered in small groups. Children were tucked safely inside shelters. Elders prayed quietly for protection. Humans walked the streets, checking weapons, shields, and energy grids. Captain Reed stood outside with Eriska. The wind was cold. The stars bright. Do you think we can stop them? She asked. Reed looked at the small colony below them. The galaxy may think humans are weak. They may think these aliens are nothing. But family can change everything. We fight for them. And we fight together. Eriska nodded. For the first time she believed not just in humans, but in the power of hope and unity. White medium star the calm before the storm. Outside the colony the stars shifted. The alien fleets were coming closer, moving like predators. Their weapons glowed red, white, and green, a terrifying sight. But inside Kirin 5 humans and aliens stood together. Families, soldiers, children, all ready to defend what they loved. Captain Reed looked at his team. Tomorrow, he said quietly, we show the galaxy what it means to fight for family. We show them that strength is not only in size, but in courage, heart, and loyalty. The aliens nodded. The humans checked their weapons. The colony held its breath. And somewhere far in space, the alien empires watched, unaware that the weak humans they had underestimated were about to teach them a lesson they would never forget. The morning sky over Kirin 5 burned with light. 3 alien fleets, larger than any the colony had ever seen, approached. The Valerian, Draxun, and Sci-Fi ships glimmered with deadly energy. Inside the colony, humans and aliens stood ready. Children were safe in shelters, elders in hidden bunkers, and adults armed themselves with human weapons and shields. Captain Reed looked at his team, then at Eriska. Today, he said, we fight not just for survival, we fight for family. Stand together, fight together, and no one will be left behind. The aliens felt a shiver of fear, but it was mixed with determination. They had hope now. They had humans at their side. White medium star the first clash. The Valerian fleet fired first. Energy beams tore through the sky, hitting craters in the colony outskirts. Reed's human squad activated energy shields that shimmered like glass walls. The beams bounced off harmlessly. Small alien fighters, trained by humans, darted around with makeshift blasters, targeting weak points on enemy drones. Explosions lit the sky. The aliens gasped, seeing their own people fighting so bravely. Reed ordered, "Protect the colony, but remember, aim for weak spots, move fast and never give up." White medium-star humans inspire courage. Humans moved like lightning through the battlefield. Captain Reed led a small strike team to disable a Valerian command ship. Their small size allowed them to evade massive cannons that would have destroyed any alien ship. On the ground, Maya, the medic, ran through debris healing injured aliens. "Stay up," she shouted. "You are part of our family. You will not fall." Every alien soldier saw it. Humans never hesitated, never fled, and always protected the weak. Fear began to turn into courage. One young alien boy, holding a blaster and shaking hands, shouted, "For my family. For Kirin 5. He fired, hitting an enemy drone directly. The humans cheered, and the adults felt hope swell in their hearts. White medium star, the tide turns. The battle raged through the day. The alien empires unleashed wave after wave of ships, fighters and energy beams. But humans and aliens worked as one. Humans repaired shields mid-battle. Aliens carried supplies, ammo and rescued the wounded. Children helped by passing messages and activating small defense turrets. Captain Reed's voice echoed across the comms. "Family stands together. Hold your ground. We fight as one." Each time a Valerian or Draxun ship fell, the aliens cheered. They realized that even though they were smaller, weaker, and fewer, unity made them stronger than brute force. White medium star Shalarai surprise. The Shalarai collective, who had been observing silently, finally struck. From the shadows, massive energy beams cut through space toward the colony. Eriska gasped. They aim to destroy everything." Reed's team reacted instantly. Using strategy and speed, they diverted beams, set traps, and coordinated counterattacks. Small human fighters and alien pilots worked together like a single organism. The Shalarai ships were fast, but humans were clever. They anticipated every move, striking weak points, using unpredictability as their weapon. By nightfall, several Shalarai ships were disabled. The aliens whispered among themselves, "These humans, they are not like anything we have ever seen. They fight for others, not for power, not for territory, for family." White medium star victory at a cost. The battle lasted hours, leaving craters in the colony's fields and scorch marks on buildings. But Kirin 5 survived. Humans and aliens stood together, exhausted but victorious. Children emerged from shelters, cheering. Adults hugged their neighbors, tears running down their faces. Eriska looked at Captain Reed, overwhelmed. You saved us," she whispered. "You came when no one else would. You fought when the galaxy left us alone." Reed smiled quietly. "Family protects family. That is what we do." The colony had survived. But far away in deep space, the three empires retreated, not defeated but plotting. They would return. And when they did, they would face the united force of humans and aliens, bound together as family. White medium star, a moment of peace. That night, the colony lit fires in the village square. Humans and aliens shared a quiet meal. The stars above Kirin 5 twinkled brightly, peaceful for the first time in weeks. Reed walked among the aliens, smiling softly. "Tonight," he said, "you are not abandoned. Tomorrow we rebuild. And together we will face whatever comes next." Eriska placed her hand on his shoulder. "You showed us the galaxy is not all cruel. Some beings fight for what is right, for love, for family, for hope." The humans had done more than save lives. They had changed hearts. They had shown the galaxy that courage, compassion, and unity were stronger than empires or weapons. And Kirin 5 would never forget that day. The day humans became their family. The galaxy had taken much from Kirin 5. Empires had abandoned them. Monsters had attacked them. Hope had almost died. But humans had arrived. And they had shown the aliens what it meant to be family. White medium star, the return of the fleets. Weeks passed. The skies were quiet, but sensors aboard Hopebringer 12 detected movement. The Valerian, Draxun, and Shalarai fleets had returned. This time they were larger, stronger, and more determined. Their intention was clear: destroy the colony and crush the humans. The aliens of Kirin 5 looked at the humans with fear and hope. "Can they fight them again?" whispered Eriska. Captain Reed smiled calmly. "Yes. And this time they will learn that strength is not only weapons. It is heart, courage, and unity." White medium star united front. Humans and aliens gathered in the village square. Everyone had a role. Adults manned shields, blasters, and drones. Children assisted with communications and small defense systems. Elders managed supplies, energy grids, and medical care. Reed addressed the colony. Today we fight together. The galaxy left you once, but we will not leave you now. No one abandons family. Stand strong. Protect each other. And fight with courage. The aliens, inspired by the humans, nodded. They had trained for this moment and they were ready. White medium star, the battle begins. The fleets attacked as the sun rose over Kirin 5. Energy beams cut through the sky. Missiles streaked across the colony, exploding harmlessly against human shields. The humans led the counterattack. Captain Reed piloted a fighter through the enemy lines, striking weak points. Engineers remotely controlled drones that disabled enemy weapons. Soldiers moved like a single unit, coordinating with aliens to defend every structure. The aliens, once timid and scared, now fought courageously beside the humans. They learned strategy, bravery, and the meaning of protecting others. Even the youngest children watched from safety, inspired by their new family's courage. White medium star turning the tide. The alien fleets, confident and arrogant, were surprised. These weak humans had turned a small colony into a fortress. They fought not for power, not for territory, but for love and family. One by one the enemy ships fell. Valerian fighters were destroyed by clever traps and drone attacks. Draxun ships were disabled by precise strikes from the human fleet. The Shalarai, mysterious and calculating, retreated after realizing their strategies were anticipated. The galaxy had underestimated humans. And now, every alien watching knew, humans were unlike any other species. White medium star, the victory. By sunset, the fleets had retreated. The skies were quiet. Kirin 5 had survived. The colony had defended itself with courage, strategy, and unity. Eriska stood among her people, tears in her eyes. Humans, you saved us. You taught us to be strong. You made us believe we could survive and fight for our home. Captain Reed shook his head gently. We didn't save you alone. You fought with us. You stood strong. Today, Kirin 5 survived because we became a family. Children ran to hug the humans. Adults nodded and smiled. Even the elders, once skeptical and fearful, felt hope bloom in their hearts. White medium star, a new beginning. The colony began to rebuild stronger than before. Humans stayed for weeks, teaching, repairing, and helping the aliens learn to defend themselves. Eriska addressed her people. We have been abandoned by the galaxy, yes. But we are not alone anymore. We have humans. We have courage. We have each other. And together, we are unstoppable. The aliens cheered. Their voices carried across the valleys and plains. The sun set on Kirin 5, bathing the world in golden light. Captain Reed looked at the sky. The galaxy may always be dangerous, he said. But wherever humans go, family will be protected. Wherever humans go, hope will follow. The stars above Kirin 5 shone brighter than ever. The colony had survived. The aliens had learned courage. And the humans had shown the galaxy a simple truth. No matter the darkness, no matter the enemies, family, hope, and courage are stronger than any empire.